forgiveness, sitting just outside the rankings and wanting what their opponent today has, a spot in the top 25. Welcome to venerable Bobby Dodd Stadium in Atlanta, Georgia, home of the rambling wreck of Georgia Tech. As we'll see a squad from the ACC, the Miami Hurricanes, taking on the 7th-ranked team in the land, the Georgia Tech Yellow Jackets. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. And the Canes will kick it away first. And he hauls it in, and everybody's on the edge of their seats. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Out of the gun, the running back has it. Just gets it to the 28, pickup of 1. As you watch how a season unfolds and you get off to a good start like these guys have in ACC play, that momentum can really be powerful.
Oh, 100%. The momentum, the confidence. Like, you go from starting the season and saying, we want to be great in these areas, and now you're starting to see it, starting to pile up some conference wins.
And he is snowed under, sacked at the 7.
And the defense gets a sack, and that's going to be the big determining factor in this football game. A week ago, he only got sacked 1 time. They've already got him on the ground. If they want to win this football game, they got to keep getting after the quarterback.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Lets it fly. Complete to the left. He is denied. Cannot get to the first down marker, and it's 4th down coming. And the Yellow Jackets will call on their punt team. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. A fair catch taken just inside the 40-yard line. Looking for a man, it's Howard. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on 1st down, 2nd down coming.
Well, the quarterback knew he wanted to go to his tight end on that play. He's a big physical target, but it was the hit on the play that forced the incompletion.
From the shotgun, they'll run it. A confident, tough, efficient run gets it up to the 44. Short from the 44, and we might know if they plan to go for it on 4th down by what they call here. From the gun, wants to pass. Snagged in the middle, it's West. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the 1st down.
One of the things I love about this defense is they just have such great awareness, and they're always communicating. They understood the down and distance. They knew exactly what they needed to do to make the tackle to force the punt. That is so well done.
The one thing that can derail this offense, a bunch of 3-and-outs. They won't do that here, but they might go 4-and-out if they don't convert. Oh, he dropped it. He just lost his concentration and didn't look it all the way in. And they are stopped on 4th down. That decision will be questioned. The Georgia Tech offense rolls back onto the field. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. You'll take 4 yards on 1st down every time, 2nd and 6.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's 1st down, the defense thinks you might be running the football. You still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
To the air on 2nd down. Catch in the middle, it's Potts. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the 1st down mark. The Yellow Jackets in the hurry-up. To the air, it's Grimes. Fires to the wideout. He's got an open man. The stop is made, but this offense is threatening 1st and goal from the 9.
And listen, the defense knew coming into this one quarterback's going to be looking on critical down and distances. Let's see how they're able to cover him throughout the rest of this game.
I think a lot of quarterbacks like those defenses that will be passive and let it slowly develop. Nah, this defense, you could tell, they were aggressive and attacking, and it really paid off.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Wants to go up top. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
2nd and goal, no dice for this offense. If I'm on offense right now, I'm thinking about who are my mismatches? Who are my big bodies out wide that I can throw them the football and they can make a play over top of somebody?
That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on 3rd down. It's 4th down, and they'll try the field goal. It's good. And with that, they break the seal on the scoring. It's 3-0.
How great is it to know that if you can get the ball down somewhere close to the 40-yard line on your opponent's side of the field, you're walking away with at least 3 points because this dude is automatic.
Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. The coverage team maintains his discipline, not much doing on that return. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. I think the one thing you can say here, Jesse, is that both defenses have done a pretty good job mitigating damages.
Yeah, and on that last drive, not getting it on 4th basically only cost you 3 points. That's the good news. Let's just turn the page, David, and move on.
So I think you can still be aggressive. You can still go for it on 4th down. Now you know you can trust your defense.
Back to throw, it's Hout. Gets it out quickly.
How nice is it in this offense to have your best receiver playing in the slot? You're matching him up against linebackers, against safeties, or nickel corners. Nickel corners are oftentimes the defense's 3rd best cornerback. This guy is virtually uncoverable.
The Canes can really attack on this 2nd and short. Try to get it to the edge. Oh, he's got some space. He gets it into plus territory. He's out of bounds at the 48. No matter who's been leading the program, Miami always wants to be able to run the ball with some physicality.
Yeah, it starts everything. The line of scrimmage starts everything. That attitude starts everything. And the U is known for attitude. And when they play physical, they've got great teams.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
Back to pass on 2nd down. Got his man quickly. Steered out of bounds at about the 36-yard line. A big pickup, and they are threatening.
Well, this guy's not easy to bring down. They just throw him a simple hitch pass, but he's got so many moves out in the open field. You've got to get a lot of hats to the football to get that guy down, prevent him from scoring on big plays.
Grabbed in the backfield. It's shot. All the way down to the 25-yard line. They move the sticks. It's 1st down.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit, too, for the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between him and the defense.
Scanning the field, it's Hout. Here's a heat. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down.
Pressure affects quarterbacks, and this guy's one of the best in the nation. I don't care how talented you are, but if you're being hit, you're not going to throw completions.
Right back up top on 2nd and 10. And he runs through one tackle and picks up a few.
Okay, this is simple pitch and catch. Quarterback and wide receiver have done this 4 million times in the offseason. He catches, waits for him to take a couple steps, boom, fires it right on his chest. They can complete this probably with their eyes closed. They've ran this route so many times together.
Gets it past the marker for a 1st down, and that's the way we will wrap up the 1st quarter. That's the end of the period, and Georgia Tech has the lead. And we've come to the end of one, and let's take a quick moment to catch up on the stats. They are lined up and ready to go and get things started here in the second. So after the break, they'll go back to work. Looking to throw on first down. Looking to the big tight end. Just too much juice on that one as he airmails his receiver out of bounds.
You know, it's a good decision by the QB because his intended target wasn't open, so throw it out of bounds and you can live to play another day here on this drive.
The toss to the right. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt.
Yeah, you see in the red zone, all the bodies start to come inside. A lot of times you try to find a way to get to the perimeter. This offense does a good job. They toss the football. Nice job by the defense. Now, forcing a third down.
Got his man. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the first down. Fourth down and 3, and they'll try to pick it up. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Touchdown, Hurricanes! Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. And we're taking shots. We need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not. So being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
Georgia Tech has the ball back, and here comes the Yellow Jacket offense. They'll start this drive with a chance to regain the lead, down 7-3. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few.
Great play by the cornerback. He was just way too physical at the point of attack. He beat his man trying to block him, and he tackled that receiver on the screen.
Dropping back, it's Grimes. Quick completion on the out. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Now on offense, you're trying to get your running back involved here in the passing game, and obviously no success on that play. Defense seemed like they were aware of it, and all of a sudden you've set yourself up in a tough position here on third.
On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Got it in the middle, it's Potts. And he's brought down after a nice gain. And the Yellow Jackets want to move quickly. Third down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
Yeah, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmies and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide and I know I trust you, I'm finding you. First down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another first down, gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got a burst. If you give this guy just a crease, he's going to hit it. And right now, he's doing some damage on this defense.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Back to pass. The sure hands, it's Potts. He stops him at the 31, but not before. He picks up 10 yards on the play. Finally, this offense starting to shake the cobwebs and get things moving. It's a shot toward the end zone. And good coverage there to knock it away and deny the score.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
He put it out there for him, and this senior gave him a chance, but they couldn't make the connection.
All right, you got to be careful here if you're the quarterback, right? Back-to-back incompletions. You've had a nice drive. You're still in field goal range, though. Think about this. You cannot take a sack. That has got to be what the play caller is reminding his quarterback about in the headsets right now.
And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44.
Well, this guy's become a bit of a problem for opposing offenses. In their last game, he had 2 sacks, and he's dominating again, getting his first sack in this game now. He right now is wrecking people's game plans, and this offense better find out how to slow him down.
Yeah, just playing the field position game. Nice job angling it toward the sideline so it doesn't go into the end zone. That thing rolls down inside the 10. Really nice punt. Yes, I said something positive about it.
Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. The lone back's got it. Running to Green. Finds a crevice and picks up 5 out to the 8.
I know that wasn't a huge, sexy gain. I know not everybody's jumping up and down, but what it does do is put you in a great position to succeed on second down. 2nd and 10, really hard. 3rd and 10, really hard. Now you're in a manageable situation. It really gives you the whole playbook.
Takes the handoff. It's Bannon. Finds just a bit of room. He'll pick up a couple to the 11. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and they'll talk it over to see if they can build on this lead before halftime. And the Hurricanes come to the line on 3rd down, trying to keep this drive alive. Back to pass, it's Houck. Got the quick pass. Got room at the 35. Lots of room to run. Touchdown, Canes. Made the grab and took it on in for the score. When that receiver got free, it was all over.
And it's so nice to have a receiver like this as a quarterback because you pad my stats. I like those long touchdown passes where I just threw it really short and he did the rest of the work.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Guys, a top 5 battle with enormous ramifications all across football. Here's the latest. LSU is running away with things right now, and you just know Mike the Tiger is loving this offense today. They're up 14 over USC. The landscape of college football will change dramatically with the outcome of this one, and we will keep you posted.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down.
Well, you got to love that if you're on defense because you were able to affect the quarterback with pressure, and you only rushed 3 guys. Well done.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Makes the grab. It's Williams. Breaks into the open. He's going to be out of bounds, but not before he gets it to midfield. Now they'll try to cash in this drive. 1st and 10 from the 50.
And the quarterback knew exactly where he wanted to go with the football, had time, spins the ball deep. Nice job by this offense, understanding what the defense is giving them and creating explosive play.
Bad news on that play, it's an incompletion. The good news is the quarterback knew if his guy wasn't going to catch it, nobody was with that ball landing out of bounds.
Motion from the wideout. Wants to throw. It's Grimes. Rushes on him. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
A good job by this defense. Great job in the secondary. Eyes on the quarterback. They took away the first option, made him go to option 2, made him go through his progression, and then they got time to get home and get a hit on the quarterback.
3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. The short hands, it's Williams. They've got it inside the 40 and the 39 as they pick up the 1st down. Give to the running back. And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground.
I like this guy as a running back because he can run between the tackles and he can also go outside. He can really do it all.
Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44.
And they've been waiting for something good to happen with respect to getting after the quarterback, right? They're outside of the top 100 in the country in sacks per game, but finally now You see they're generating this pass rush. 3 sacks on the game so far.
Makes the catch. It's Williams. He's going to come up about 5 yards short of the line to gain. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll make some adjustments. Now on 4th down and 5, they'll try to move the chains.
Here we go.
He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. He's got it. First down and more. He'll be right out of bounds right at the 25. No hesitation, no trying to baby the ball in there. He just fired it complete.
4th down, no problem. I'm just going to rip this to my wide receiver. He believed in himself. He knew he could get it, and they get the 4th.
Fires deep toward the end zone. Touchdown, Yellow Jackets. The offense cashing it in on that drive.
That is exactly what this offense needed to do. You talk about answering at the right time, right before the half, close this gap, create some momentum, go into the half, put something together, try to come out with your hair on fire and win this second half.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. We'll see them really hit the speed button on the tempo here in the final minute of the first half. Looking to pass. It's Hout. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
Well, it was a good throw. It was a good route, but it was the hit that forced that incompletion.
Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. Unloads to the wideout. Makes the grab along the sidelines, and they get enough for the first down. Guys, you never want to sound the upset alert bell too early, but might be time to at least know where the button is for it.
Know where the button is, and listen, there's no need to panic yet, but if you're the unranked team, just like this, when you're playing a better team, you want to come in and you want to hang around, Jesse, and they're doing just that, staying in this game and have a lead.
Yeah, the unranked team, they've been playing with more intensity in this one, and I think if you're a leader right now on the ranked squad, you've got to be talking to your guys and waking everybody up. This coaching staff is going to have to make some halftime adjustments, but they're going to have to give an earful to their guys to come out here in the second half and start making some plays.
All down, but he has enough to move the chains. Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Wants to throw on first down. Grabbed in the middle. It's bent. All the way down to the 25-yard line. They move the sticks. It's first down. The offense uses a timeout to stop the clock, and they'll get a quick breather. Just a few seconds to go here in the first half, and they'll send out the field goal team. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. And in the final seconds of the first half, they'll send out the field goal unit. He'll try to put one down the boulevard from 42 yards out. Never a doubt. The lead now 7 here in the third quarter. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update. The Yellow Jackets will kick it off to start the second half. He'll start the return inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. They got plenty done through the air in the first half, and we'll see if they even need to look for balance as we start the third quarter.
Well, and I think defensively, you understand, like the running game isn't a big part of the plan. I wonder how they adjust and play more coverage to this pass-happy offense.
Yeah, so you're going to have to be ready if you're a quarterback, Ben. You're probably going to
chains and get it to the 47-yard line. The Canes build their program around playmakers like that.
They do, Reese, and speed on the outside makes everybody so much better. Finding those home run hitters, those playmakers, those are the guys when Miami's rolling, those are the guys they're finding.
Looking downfield, it's Howell. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They've been trying all game long different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there, but on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy. That's why the ball falls incomplete.
Quarterback run is part of their game plan, and they'll stop him after a minimal pickup.
Quarterbacks generally, guys, they're not as big and not as physical runners as running backs, so it is going to be trickier for them to break tackles. I like the idea of getting the design quarterback run game going. Moving forward, let's see if we can get him out to the perimeter.
On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play call and everyone on the same page here. The Hurricanes will send out the punt unit. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. Going right to work up top. Caught over the middle. It's Williams. A little more space. Open up that playbook even more as they pick up the first down out to the 30.
Offenses love the explosive plays through the air, pushing the ball down the field. And look at this. Sometimes it creates some momentum, and you want to capitalize. So you go get on the ball and get ready to run some no-huddle.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
He let that thing fly quickly, but he couldn't make the connection.
And you didn't have a lot of panic in the first half. But, man, you're starting to get now in the second half, and this offense just has really, really struggled, underperformed. You know you're a better team, but this offense hasn't shown it. This team hasn't shown it. It's the 3rd quarter. They got to get it going now.
And it was worth the gamble, but the long pass is incomplete.
Well, another incompletion, and you can see the frustration building, but you got to give the defense credit. They came into this one knowing no one was giving them a shot because of their record, because of what their stats are on paper, but they're playing better football. They're playing with better effort, and right now they're making the most plays.
Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. After a punt on their last possession, they are set up in plus territory this time.
And honestly, it wouldn't have mattered if they scored a touchdown their last possession. You've got to be able to turn the page and see this as a brand new opportunity to go get points.
Yeah, and your defense has set you up for a position to get points right away. Now, let's get this offense back rolling again, create some momentum, just get a few first downs, and I'm in scoring position.
Now from the 36-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. Makes the tackle at the 31. It's a pickup of 5 on the play.
It's going to be important this offensive line is able to get a little bit of push. Just got to give this guy an inch, a little crease, and he can make yards for you.
And the Canes with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. Looking to throw, it's Howell. A little screen to the running back. Breaks the tackle. They'll make the stop, but not before they use the screen beautifully and pick up the 1st down. Running backs just have to be a weapon in the passing game, even for little dump-offs and checkdowns.
Yeah, find your matchups. I mean, you think about running back versus a linebacker. We like that matchup in space, and so find ways to get the football to your running back in space where you can break tackles and make things happen because they're just so dynamic.
Working well behind the sticks on throw again after the incompletion. Looking down the middle. Nice defensive play to get a hand in there and knock it away.
Well, the offense is trying to attack the middle of the field. They're looking to hit that in route, but really good coverage there by the defense.
They've got a ways to go on third down from the 24 as this defense tries to force them into a field goal try. From the gun, wants to pass. Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30. Now on fourth down, they'll send out the field goal unit. And after finishing off one drive with a field goal, they'll try it again, this time a 47-yard try. He's got it, showing off that big leg from 47 yards out. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Hey, guys, let's take a look at what's happening in a great top 25 matchup. Tennessee is down, but they are not out of it. Not inside Neyland Stadium, one of the best home field advantages in all of college football. They're trailing by 11 to Auburn. Just another week in the Big Ten where the only constant is chaos, fellas.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. And the Yellow Jackets will hustle to the line.
And this offense gets nothing done on that play, but look at them. They're continuing to run this tempo. They want to try to do something to get a spark going to create a big play.
These little gains can start to add up as he gets it up to the 34.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
To the air, it's Grimes. Here comes the heat. Oh, it's picked off. Oh, at the worst possible time. Takes it the other way. Good gain on the return, and this defense has set them up with a big play.
Man, what great discipline by this defense. They didn't sit on routes short. They take a shot down the field on third and short. Questionable shot, probably. Nice job being disciplined and getting the interception.
Yeah, and just because you have the shot play called on third down like that as a quarterback, that doesn't give you the freedom to just throw it down there if he's not open. I think that time he forced it into traffic, and that's why it got picked off.
Right on the money. Stopped and forced out of bounds at the 21-yard line, just outside the red zone, and they are looking to get one in here.
It's a nice play call there. You've got two-possession lead. You're trying to keep the defense guessing, right? Because you've got that lead, they know you're going to run it, but you still have got to be able to sprinkle in some shot plays and some vertical throws. That was really, really good thinking on that last play call by the offense.
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11.
Nice job by this defense creating that negative play. That's what all defenses want to do. But look at this. This all
Throws toward the end zone. And that ball was in harm's way, and he is lucky to get that one back.
The defense has not had an answer for this guy today. Already over 150 yards receiving. That time, the ball falls incomplete, but we haven't seen that happen too often today.
On third down, he drops the throw. Looking left. Another incompletion on third down.
Well, this is a disappointing drive for the offense considering where this drive started in their opponent territory. Now you're 4th and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
And that one took everything he had to sneak it over the crossbar inside the left upright. And that will extend their lead even further.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. And brought down, looks as if that's how we'll end the third. We've reached the end of the quarter, and Miami is on top. Let's take take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. 1 quarter to go, and might we have the makings of a classic fourth quarter finish. It'll be second down as we open the final stanza. To the air, it's Grimes. Now he's going to break the pocket. Trying to escape and get it himself. He scrambled forward and got a few and turned that into a positive play. The Yellow Jackets come to the line in the hurry-up. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. Still on his feet at the 35. He'll have enough to move the chains. It's first down at the 38. They moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit him up top. Under fire. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
This offensive line is not going to like watching the film back tomorrow when they get the opportunity, because they have gotten beat time and time again up front, especially in passing situations. All of the hits, all of the sacks that this quarterback has taken is the biggest reason why they're going to lose this game.
Backed up now, here's second and long. Misfired on the last play, they'll go back to the air. Throws to the wideout. Working that left side. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Maybe this will breathe a little life into this offense, which has been flatlined in the second half. Here's first and 10. Pressure coming. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And that's kind of how their day's gone, right? Like they haven't protected their guy up front, and that's why they haven't been explosive and scored a bunch of points, man. Position number one for every offense. Like, if we're going to throw, we got to protect him. And just right there, he gets hit again. He's been sacked several times. Like, this offensive line's got to do a better job.
And there's an example of what happens when the quarterback doesn't have a chance to set his feet. The pressure just forced him to have to work off schedule a little bit. And I think because of that, wasn't able to be as accurate as he wanted to be.
Gonna look downfield again. Caught in the backfield. It's Williams. That'll be enough for the first down as they mark it down at the 31-yard line. And the Yellow Jackets come to the line with a fresh set of downs. The sweet feet buy a little time. And he'll just get rid of that one.
Know the situation, know the game of football, right? When I start to get outside the pocket, I don't see anything there. I can throw the ball away. I don't have to take a sack, get a lost yardage play. I can just throw the ball out of bounds as long as it passes the line of scrimmage. We go on to the next down. No harm, no foul.
And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit.
That's a throw the QB would like to have back. He just has to do a better job giving his receiver a chance to make the catch.
They were really starting to put a drive together. After a couple of incompletions, now they need a big play on 3rd and 10. He's going to throw deep right side. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up.
Really nice 3rd down sub defense there that time. It's 3rd and long. They're expecting pass, and they're mixing up their looks. They're trying to change the picture pre-snap to post-snap to confuse the quarterback, now forcing the incompletion, setting up 4th.
Right down the middle. Big tight end makes the grab. It's a first down. Touchdown, Georgia Tech. Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone. So they get that score that they so desperately needed, and now they've got a chance to pull this one out.
Defense has got to give them a chance. The defense needs to get the ball back to them quickly so they can march down the field and try and score and narrow the gap again. This offense, they have the playmakers to come back and win this football game. They're going to need some help from the defense.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. And now that cushion is a little bit smaller, Jesse, and any mistake would get magnified.
Yeah, a little bit of pressure now on this offense too, David. I think they got to go back to their playmakers and get these guys going in the game.
No doubt, find those plays you know you can run them in your sleep. You make sure you execute,
They'll keep it on the ground. They want this clock to move. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
And that was a big-time stop defensively. Being physical, creating a negative play on that last run. Now you're setting up third down. This is the critical time. You've got to find a way to get off the field. You're trailing late in the game. Give it back to your offense to go see if they can score.
Gets it out fast. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a first down. Pass completion moves the sticks in. Let's see if they try it again.
And that is big time late in the game that you can trust your quarterback to still throw the football because you know it's only a few more first downs, and this one's over. Nice to have a guy like that you can trust.
Nice pickup there. Gets him the first down and sets him up at the 45-yard line.
This is so interesting right now watching this offense stay aggressive. They've got the lead in the fourth quarter, and you're thinking at home, we got to just run the ball and try to bleed the clock. They found something on defense they're taking advantage of. 2 straight completions. I won't be surprised if they throw it again.
To throw, it's Howard. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. At the 20, he's got space. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Miami! As they push that lead out, a really good opportunity to get back in the win column.
And that is a drive and a score they absolutely had to have. Now making it a 2-possession game late in this one. It wasn't going to be enough to just play it safe, play it conservative, punt the ball away, and count on your defense. They were aggressive. They mixed it up, but getting that score, that is huge for their win probability now.
He's got it. 2-point try is good as they build on this lead. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And the finisher coming courtesy of that touchdown toss from 45 yards out. He wisely lets that one bounce through the back of the end zone, and they'll take over at the 25. The Rambling Wreck offense rolls back onto the field. They unleashed an aerial assault last time that took them right to the end zone, David.
So, Reese, with that drive, I think you've accomplished something you wanted to accomplish. Make this defense think. You put them back on their heels. Now, shoot, Palmer, you might be able to slip a few runs in on this drive to really jack them up.
Yeah, I like that idea, but I also like the fact that speed kills. They've got it at the receiver position, so if you've got one-on-one matchups, man, take advantage.
Oh, he had it, and he dropped it. Almost one of those big plays he's known for. It'll be third down.
I think at this time, you just have to throw caution to the wind. You're down by a lot. You're deep in your own end late, so you're just going to be throwing it. The defense knows it. They're pinning their ears back. You're going to have to get rid of it early. Someone is...
Reels it in as he goes out of bounds on the right side for a huge play. And it looks as if they buzzed down. Replay wants to have another peek at that last play. And they take another look at the play, but the officials on the field were right, and the play will stand. The Yellow Jackets will snap it on 1st and 10. He wants to go deep. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
You know, I feel for this offense, if they're going to get back in the game, I don't know if they're going to be able to do it with chunk plays. They're going to have to be methodical and generate some first downs and march down the field.
Looking to throw, it's Grimes. Fires to the wideout. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. Third down coming.
And you just got to know the situation of the game, obviously. After that incompletion, now setting up third down. You've still got timeouts. You can attack the middle of the field. It's all out there for you. There's no need to panic. Because of those timeouts, you still have an eternity to get back in this game.
And this offense has got to find a way to get some gimmies, some layups, some screens. They need some yaks, some yards after the catch. They got to find some guys that can make some plays for this offense because it's just boom or bust. There's not a lot of consistency. They got to put some first downs together, put some drives together, be more consistent.
Incomplete on 4th down, and man, did they need to keep that drive alive.
And that just about does it. That about puts this thing to bed. The offense, listen, they had to. They had to go for it, but now defense, this is the situation when you say, I'm just going to eat clock, up by several possessions, eat clock, get out of here with a W.
On the ground, trying to pull the plug on this clock. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Give to the single back. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. And the running game has been disastrous on the last couple of plays. They'll try to salvage the drive on 3rd down. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. He lets one fly deep. Makes the grab on the shot. He's got enough for the 1st down, and that ought to be enough to put them in victory formation for the rest of this one. And another big play by this offense, and if they are playing, not thinking about the scoreboard at all, there's evidence of it right there.
Hey, if there's time on the clock, as a defense, stop us. Because we're not stopping ourselves. We're going to continue being aggressive. We're going to continue trying to score points. That's the aggressive nature of this football team.
Really nice job by the quarterback understanding I needed to throw this ball hard. Like, I got to fit it in there tight. And a nice job by the wide receiver wearing it, because he really didn't have a choice, because he was going to wear that one regardless.
They'll try the run. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
You just need more from your offensive line. 2nd and short like that, you love to be able to fire off the ball and pick that up running it. But the defense was able to get penetration. They were able to get a stop. And now you set up 3rd down. And this offensive line is going to have to play a lot better here.
Man, what a surge by this defense. I think he's going to be a little bit short of the 1st down. Guys, this is a type of signature win that can set the tone for the future of a program.
And this is the crazy thing about college football with 18 to 22-year-olds. On any given day, anything can happen. And, David, you got to give this team so much credit. They played with their hair on fire and got a tremendous win.
And to keep the belief, like, to understand, like, I've got a chance to come in and win this game and not just give us lip service. They told us this could happen throughout the week, but they believed. Even when it got a little difficult, got a little up in the air, they kept fighting, they kept believing, and they get the huge win.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.